I think this needs to go up a tiny bit. I should do. Maybe. Possibly. Fine-tuning this all along. Anyway. Hello. Finally, he's 10. No for now, but I'm not sure about that.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
Well, I asked you to come.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Adel! Dogi! So this is where you two were. I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Celcetan flower.
Celcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
Options aplenty right after I start freaking play. Yes. Freaking. No. Clear to the southwest. Nothing sadder than a whole day lookout duty. Do you suppose we're in Galleon waters yet? They've been rife with pirates as of late. Did you and your friends come aboard at the harbour in Pomelock? Ringler spoke of a mysterious island in its vicinity blocked off by a never-ending storm. But when we made port there, the seas were as calm as could be. Perhaps it was just an unusually sunny day. Weather is quite a whimsical thing. Turned to one of the previous entries. Meh. My family and I are on a...
Well, your hair's so red, mister.
My family and I are on a pilgrimage. Lucky for us, this ship is nice. At such affordable fares, too. Yeah, pre-Salsetta, I take it. You're looking to strike it rich in Salsetta, too. 3 cheers for the gold rush. This is our 3rd voyage on this new route. I just hope we've skipped through the cracks by now. Through this crack? Yeah, whatever. A tricky current runs through this region, you see. No need to concern yourself. I know I'm a bit too far along in my years to be getting this excited, but life since that day my homeland of East descended to the ground has been like a never-ending dream. Every single thing my eyes comes across looks so fresh and beautiful. It's me feeling as though I was a child again. I get what you mean. And I, in turn, have come to understand yet another reason you set out on your journey. Shining sun and clear blue sky as far as the eye can see. Couldn't ask for better sailing weather. You told me back when we first met that I'd be setting out on a trip like this with you. I'd have said you were full of it. Now we'll Salsetta bound. Wonder what we'll find there. Start of a new adventure. Adventure, huh? That word's really starting to grow on me. I'm confident that the original strain of Salsetta flowers can be made into a medicine capable of curing any and all ailments. Challenging myself to try something new at my age is rather exhilarating. I like this. Ability to know when someone has something new to say. I might have been stuck there for a few years longer than planned, but I had some good friends and good times back in Istria. Just thinking about what Salsetta's got in store has me excited already. I'm done talking to people. Neat. These passengers don't have a care in the world. Can't wait to get back to port and have a drink. This man seems to be the ship's captain. Now might be a good chance to strike up a conversation.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope?
I mean, this is out of on a ship, so when it's sinking, that is a good voyage.
You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age.
I guess you could say that.
So my hunch was correct.
Why wasn't that? Whatever.
This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Oh? What's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today. If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celceta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word! What a magnificent sight!
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa! Little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adel.
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god!
Har!
It can't be! Pirates!
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge! Stay behind us, Doc!
Right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
Just don't know. Why are you taking this ship?
Why else do you think? Everybody's gotta make a living one way or another. Enough chit-chat! Let's make this quick!
Alfred locks on, next one attack.
What a joke! No way! No way! Damn it all! Rotten punk! You're in for it now!
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really? Fine then. I'll take care of him myself.
Duty guard.
Done saying your prayers? How's that? You're pretty skilled.
it comes!
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now. Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
Seaforce vs. Adel. Poor Seaforce. Stand a chance. Sunk before this is done.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
There are lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that.
Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy.
Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships.
It's gone, I'll go over it.
It does have its charms, yes. The bevy of islands we saw from the ship, for instance, were absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh-ho! That's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you?
We can't not look into it.
That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about.
Heck, back when I was their age, I...
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right? If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great! Thanks for the tip!
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Right. I just need to run for a second. Back in a minute. Hello. I'm gonna probably look out for the next little while. Anyway, okay. Open main menu, view stats, save, more. Can you save inside the building though? So... Oh, Rosa's a lovely girl, don't you think? She's the inn's pride and joy, not to mention one of its main roles. Sounds as though you've had a real stroke of bad luck. Try not to let it discourage you too much. I'll serve up a bowl of soup with your dinner, on the house. The fish caught here in Ogre Gulf are absolutely divine. To be perfectly honest, you could do much worse than having to stay here a while.
Are you going out today? The weather's just perfect for a stroll.
So I plan on taking a look around town.
Right, Karnak's not a big town, but there's plenty to see. Been a thriving trade route for a long time now, and we often get peddlers and foreign ships stopping by. Who knows, they might have some interesting stories to share with you. You're in your teens too, right? Well, that's happy news. We don't get a lot of travelers my age around here. I hope we can get to know each other during your stay here in Karnak. By the way, my parents and friends all call me Rosa. Just a nickname, but you can use it too if you like.
Now, just how long does Kareem plan on keeping me waiting? Sorry about that. My wife is out shopping, but she always gets caught up in making small talk. Suppose we can take this as another sign of how peaceful things have been lately. Well, don't get used to it. Sure is nice to be young, ain't it? Dreaming big and all that. Used to do some of that myself back in the day. Oh, now then, I'll be excusing myself once I finish eating this. Ash is waiting for me, so it's best I hurry home. Lucky you, having a family to go home to. Sorry, shouldn't have said that after all you've been through. Alright, Cohen, I appreciate the consideration. Can change places. I need to make another trip into town tomorrow, so I'd like to head home early for today. Till next time, Cohen. Yeah. Ooh.
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me. Seek me.
Adel, you good?
He had a strange voice.
A voice? I didn't hear anything. Sure it wasn't just your imagination?
Is that all we're talking about here, Dogie? Of course it isn't.
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later, then.
I mean, I suppose this is fairly early on, so... don't really know how much of a troublemaker Adel is at this point.
It seems the Celestial Master has been blessed us with yet another day of lovely weather.
When's the next ferry getting in again? Better make sure I don't miss it. Great place to go. Ah, you traveller. That's some seriously red hair you've got.
Hey, where'd the captain and all the sailors go?
I should have known the fare was too good to be true. What a disaster that voyage was. Ah, you're that redhead from before. What a mess we've landed in, isn't it? Can you believe the Adamus was sailing illegally? Definitely didn't expect to get stranded here either. I say the next ship is due to leave tomorrow at first light. Let's try and decompress until then. My, though, to think you would stand up to the Balta Seafalls. I didn't know your reasons for traveling. Whatever they are, I wish you the best of luck. My, so that's what happened. Very well then, I, Cuthbert, will be more than glad to extend a helping hand. Please feel free to stay here at the church. I have food to offer as well, if you don't mind it being on the meager side. After all, one must assist his fellow man in troubled times. Sure, this is nice and all, but seems just a bit eccentric. Not that beggars can be choosers. The doors of the hieroglyph church are open to all. After all, those who believe shall be saved. Now please do come inside. Hieroglyph church?
I'm gonna be the next one to sit on that throne, just you wait.
I've got to say, the quality of his Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispania may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire? Is he...
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Okay, that does something. Opens the inventory. Just to know.
Karnak is home to a wonderful clinic. Puts my mind at ease to know there's a doctor in town.
Mora's business negotiations are of the utmost importance. I'm not worried in the slightest. Why? Because my son, whom I've tenderly raised into a capable successor, will be coming with me. Business is booming and I have many to thank for that. Balta Sea first and foremost. I can't do the accent. Oh, so the boy will be joining you as well. He's impressively capable for one still so young. I pray that your negotiations go favorably. That this town's the gateway to the whole of the Obelian Gulf. We get loads of ships passing through each day.
Isn't it terrible? Not that I'd expect any better from the Normans. They always...
Been a while since my last time in town, and it still looks just the same as ever. The smell, the sound of crashing waves, like when I was little. Guess that's why I haven't forgotten the place despite being gone for so long. Even the tiniest parts I can still remember. Makes it nice and rustic in a way. Never seen your face around before. You're a traveller. Sorry to say, but there's not much to see in this little town. I grew up here, so you can take my word for it. Meow.
Whoa, your hair is so red. You're a foreigner. You went out of your way to visit this crap hole of a town. I want to see something actually worth your time. You should just go back out to sea. Outsider like you probably wouldn't understand, but I can't stand towns like these. One of these days I'm getting out of here for sure.
Must check hidden corners.
What a surprise it is to have a physician visiting from Australia of all places.
Oh, it's nothing so impressive. I only hope I can be of some small use to you. Well, I'm more than happy to have you, Dr. Fleur. Why don't I go ahead and explain what the job entails? I'm quite pleased they were so quick to accept me. This will be a good opportunity. I plan to learn everything this harbour town has to teach me about medicine. I accept any and all here at this clinic, and that doesn't just apply to patients. I hope to learn much from your expertise, Dr. Fleur.
This will be such a big help. Always so short-handed.
Is there a... Okay. Okay. Where the other way passes are now what's over here. Gang of drunken Normans caused another scene in front of my store. Hey Clement, you have to do something about this. Not just that, with the ridiculously high tolls they're charging, the tragedy of the Adams will surely happen again. Everyone, please calm down. I'll address each of your concerns in turn. Regarding the Adams, the Adamus, I am told that it's captured and gone so far as to hire mercenaries. As such, he shares the blame for what transpired. Cannot afford to make careless accusations.
I'm gonna get my shopping done at Harpent Trading today. That wider selection is a real lifesaver.
Always playing the Norman's obedient little lapdog. I can't claim otherwise, but even still... Order must be preserved. In regards to the disturbance in front of your store, I will lodge a complaint myself. However, it is also important that we maintain a stable relationship with the Baltic Sea Force. Question, can I... save anywhere? Yes, I can. East in town. Neat. This is now a semi-red floating in front of me. Yeah, I'm so blurry. Come make out for shit. Let me get my bearings here. Man lifts the bottle of liquor to his lips and takes a big swig. Sister. Where you gawking at, Red? This ain't no show. No, I don't think you're lost. Listen here, sonny boy. Ain't nothing in this world can beat a stiff drink. Now she see better. Now she stop shaking. It's the best medicine for whatever ails you.
We can't go through here.
Drunkards, okay. Alright, so we'll probably open later. Our necklace is made of the finest of very golf pearls. How about it? Got your deal.
Wonder when your father will get home.
For some reason, those militia folks have been awfully hectic since morning.
Looking for pretty shows. You want out, mister?
Son never even lifts a finger to help me. Ugh, boy.
Let's not go this way.
Okay, let's look for now.
You there, with the red hair.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are, wreaking havoc left, right, and center? They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle.
It's a shame what happened to him.
That's for sure. Once you're dead, that's it. Nothing else to be done.
Ironically enough, the Balta Sea Force would have escorted them personally had he paid the toll. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, my back.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
That's okay, I'm got pretty good at dodging.
Anyway, listen to this, Corinne. My son's been steering completely clear of the house. Oh, that's right. He returned from working abroad just recently, didn't he? Rather upsetting of him, though, after he came all the way back home, too. I can understand his reasoning. Still, it's been such a long time since we've seen each other. I'd really like to sit him down for a talk, even if just for a bit.
He was talking there for a second. I was paying attention.
Amina here has certainly had it rough, though I suppose the same goes for us as well. When it comes to our children, we parents just can't help but worry ourselves silly over them. Oh, look at me, chatting the day away. Sorry about that. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Damn Normans, always throwing their weight around.
He's just beautiful, isn't it? Almost feels like it could suck you right in. At last, I arrive, for this is Karnak. It is as rustic as they say. Nevertheless, it served my purposes. To begin, I shall seek lodging for the day. Then I can discuss matters with the local priest. Goodness, though, what an exhausting voyage. Should have taken a nicer ship. Though I suppose evading their detection was a more pressing concern. Nonetheless, now is the time to act.
Well, she's... Doesn't seem like the town's on high alert. Should be okay here for a few days. Enough to gather intel without drawing any undue attention, though. Oh, hey there. Are you travelling too? There's a beautiful town, isn't it? No use asking someone who's not from around here. Need to check with the locals.
Alright, we'll leave transporting the goods in your capable hands. Take care out there. I hear there are supposed to be some rough waves on the way to Rome today.
You got it handled. Can't be half as scary as sailing afoul of those Mormons. I have to say though, kid, you sure are growing up fast. Dad must be real proud of you.
I'm just trying to do what's expected of me as the company's next in line. Really is a fine ship you have there, though. Do you mind if I take a look at it before you leave port?
Nah, not at all. As long as you don't fall in the ocean like you did that one time. One second. It's gonna get old if I have to check every 5 minutes. Alright. This is some pretty heavy lifting. Hey Adol, find yourself a job yet? Don't waste any time, do you? More than a minute after I asked for work that they dragged me right into the thick of it. Hell, this takes care of things on my end. Now you just need to knuckle down and get on that job hunt yourself. I have to say though, getting caught up in the pirate raid right after we set off was royal rotten luck. Which reminds me, didn't you say you washed up in Asteria after a shipwreck? Actually, don't tell me. It'll just make me nervous about the rest of our trip. If you're sticking around a while, then we'll have to make some money to cover our travel expenses. You should knuckle down and get on that job hunt too. I'm working on it, Dougie.
Earrings half off today. Get them while they can.
This is the Balder Sea Force command post. Now at a busy time, Princess and the others are cleaning up after the incident with the Adams.
To keep an ear out, won't I?
Handling a ship that big is going to take a while. I think that they'll be back later tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. Seen you around before. Let me guess, you're one of the passengers from the Adamas. That captain was new to the trade. Might be why he ignored all our warnings and tried to pull a fast one. Don't be like him. If you want to cross a bloody gulf, you gotta follow the rules and keep to your word. How's everyone feeling? Karnak Local Militia Headquarters. There's a flyer posted on the bulletin board. Calling all youths, a career in the Karnak military awaits you. Rates start at 600 gold per day, depending on experience. Not a very generous salary, now not.
Oh, you got a job for us?
Huh?
Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before, but I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you?
Adol introduced himself.
Adol, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist! We could really use a guy like you.
You have no goddamn idea.
Wait, what's with the long face?
About the pay.
Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears.
I think I'll join up anyway.
You mean it? I knew I liked you for a reason! The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here tomorrow, though, so feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths! A career in the Karnak militia awaits you!
Seek me. This way. Seek me. Right here. Find me.
It's a white conch drawn with ornate patterns. Nothing else about it seems to be particularly unusual, however. Wolf now lies still, defeated. It attacked out of nowhere, so it had to be taken down. But what was it doing wandering into town to begin with? Unbelievable as it is, the wolf's wounds seem to be closing up in no time flat.
Swordsman, can you hear me?
The girl's voice emanates from the shell picked up earlier.
Bestow you mana. Enough power. Defeat.
Hey, can I use skills? Who are you?
I'm sorry. I don't any details. My name, Leela. Who are you?
Adol spoke his name aloud.
Adol. Search Island. Come find help.
What island? Where?
In go.
Lilia's voice cut out completely. Adol attempted to call her through the shell several times after, but received no response. Some beginning to set, he decided to return to the inn and confer with Dogi and Dr. Flair.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
I don't think that's it exactly.
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means.
Yep, our newest adventure begins.
Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adol, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adol.
Karnak, day 2. After breakfast, Dogi and Dr. Blair headed out for their respective workplaces. In the meanwhile, Adol decided to wander the village some more until it was time to meet with the local militia. Talk to it. Okay. Normans are a horrific bunch. They've been raiding ships and burning down villages for a long time now. Some say that the Balta Sea Force is better than the rest, but somehow I doubt that. In any case, you can't trust them. I wish they'd hurry and clear off already.
Oh, you're that boy I met at the harbour yesterday. You're from here at our inn, correct? How's your stay been? Comfortable, I'm sure. My husband's Gillian cuisine is held in high esteem, and our daughter Rosa is very attentive to our guests. Yes, we Rosabessies do our level best each and every day. Your business is greatly appreciated. Red-haired one, allow me to get a good look at you if I may.
Blech. Muted just in time, I think. Ugh, sneeze.
I see. So it's you.
Who are you?
I am but an itinerant fortune teller.
Itinerant, whatever.
And so too are you a nameless traveler, for now. Just what will you accomplish here in these lands? Such fascinating prospects. But a nameless traveling fortune teller, and you, red-haired one, are most intriguing indeed.
Oh, yep. Don't know where it doesn't grey out the first fucking time.
Oh, Adol. Going out for a bit. Glad I caught you. The front desk received a letter with your name on it.
Did it arrive?
It wasn't here last night, so it must have been delivered this morning. What about timing, don't you think?
The sealed letter is addressed to Adol Kristen. Door is still open. I'll be waiting at the town beach.
And that's all they wrote. No sender listed either. You don't suppose it's just a prank?
I think I'll go and check it out.
You will? Well, just don't bite off more than you can chew. Right, if you'll excuse me, I have an errand that needs doing. Tables could use fresh decorations. To pick some flowers outside of town.
Outside town? Is that safe?
Yes, it's right off a well-traveled road, so I'll be okay. Take care too, Adol.
Well, someone's probably gonna get attacked. There's still a short while before it's time to meet with the commander of the local militia. Now might be a good chance to head for the beach like the letter instructed.
My word, that's quite an ordeal you're enduring. But while I understand your request...
And while I understand your request, this is far too short notice.
Make the necessary arrangements regardless, if you would. I must leave town this very instant. Is it not your God-given duty as a priest of the Hieroglyph Church to guide those lost lambs who have gone astray?
Well, that certainly puts me in a bind. I'd rather hit my weak point there.
And another thing, that blithe attitude of yours. Can you not see the desperate straits I'm in? Kindly take my plight more seriously.
Woman is in something of a predicament, it seems. Being rather over hasty, though, I feel. I think she would heed my words a tad more.
We just got enough time to make it to today's business negotiations. You sure we should be walking the mountain path with how dangerous it's been? Can't we wait a day or two? I'm sure they would understand, especially considering that the main highway is out due to that landslide.
Don't be so naive. What do I always say? In the world of business, it's the early bird who gets the worm.
I thought I might get to ditch for the day and work on my model ships. Oh well, guess there's no getting out of it now.
Only the blasted militia had sorted out that landslide business yesterday. At any rate, we're gonna strike while the iron is hot. That means making it to those negotiations by hook or by crook.
Oh, honestly, is my father gone off fishing today, I wonder? Work ethic just gets more shameful by the day. Dr. Flair wound up having to make a house call for him. Hey, which way are you walking?
Sorry, kid. I just got a little distracted there. By the way, I'm searching for somebody. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
What's with the sudden interrogation? You need help finding people, you should take it to the militia.
Guess that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Makes a fuss. You put me in a fix. Hey, here, kid. Sorry to bother you.
Those things on his wrist. Well, anyway, I'm busy. Go ask someone else.
Right then. After this, I'll head back to the island and unload my inventory. Allow me to explain. Being a Norman, I hold my own merchant ship. I'm also permitted to travel far and wide, plying my trade in other countries in addition to the below Gulf. This freedom of movement is something I hope to put to use in expanding my business even further. Been asking around about the throne and this Lilia girl. Haven't had much luck so far though. It'd be nice to rent a boat and scour around, but these waters are completely under Balta Sea Force's control. Step on the wrong toes and we might end up like Captain LaSalle. Might be best to come up with a good plan first. Things are getting interesting. Not the least bit phased, are you? Not the same way though. This is an adventure after all. And what's an adventure without a challenge? Finding an honest wage to pay off our trip ain't the worst way to kick off a new adventure. You keep up the effort, Elmo. Hey, someone's full of energy this morning. Most of the locals here in Karnak are too scared of us to come anywhere near the command post. It's pretty rare to have a guy like you strolling out for a casual chat. One second. Oh well, I'll stay at the door for that. Anyway, the princess ran out in a hurry this morning. Thought she'd already finished dealing with the Adamus incident, though. Wonder if something else happened. This morning's haul wasn't half bad. Not that it was any better than usual. The Normans have a stranglehold on all the fishing grounds in these waters. Even so, there's plenty of catches to go around. A real godsend for folks in my line of work. Sometimes, like yesterday, all I want to do is drink my fill. Each day I fish my heart out, followed by the occasional drink and chat with a pal after. For a simple fisherman like myself, this life is about as good as it gets. Are you my mysterious pen pal?
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain.
Way the back. Now I don't have to keep an ear out for the door.
Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday.
So, Mana.
So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time.
Gotcha!
Can this be? Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamus. I could say that much.
Adol laid everything that had happened out for the raid captainess, as plainly as he could.
Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man.
Sounds like it's pretty unique.
It is. So explain to me why a louse like you... Blood and thunder. Grieger.
They coming around here?
Hardly. Most times they skulk around out of sight. Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay 'em for good. Well, aren't we popular?
When Adol and the elf were strange, it was as though they knew each other and running act. Their intentions flowed effortlessly between them, conveying their every move without a word. Why was Ashwin automatically advancing?
What was that just now?
220 down.
What in hell did you just do to us?
I didn't do anything.
At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long.
I still got questions.
And what would I gain by answering them? I'm a Norman. A pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill.
Considering how our fight went, not bloody likely.
Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
That wasn't me either.
Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. It's stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Adol and the girl then attempted to use their mana abilities to free themselves. Ultimately, however, the mysterious shackles refused to come off, leaving them at a loss on what to do next.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. Hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point.
Where's your dad right now?
Couldn't even begin to guess. What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist.
Not much of a choice, is it?
Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
I figured that was the case.
Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind. Hey, don't stray too far. I've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this. Ugh, why me?
What's the pirate princess doing here? I wouldn't dream of messing with the Balta Sea Force's fishing grounds. No sorry, ma'am. A damn word. This is the pirate princess. Even more intimidating up close. Merciful heavens!
Look, it's the pirate princess. Please forgive us. Don't know where mans were.
I'm assuming you can get this often.
Comes with the territory in the Balta Sea Force. What happened on the Adamas was nothing compared to what Karnak saw about a year ago. At that time, we wound up executing several rival pirates right in front of the townsfolk. They've acted like this toward me ever since. Enough of that. Let's hurry over to the command post. My chaperone will get on my case if we're late. I'd rather not deal with this any longer than I have to.
Isn't the command post the
Looks like the militia's in a bit of a panic. Don't tell me they received a notice from wrong. No, I'm being paranoid. Just gotta focus on what I came here for. Oh, if it isn't the talk of the town. Why don't you take a rest here at the church, miss? Would absolutely love to pick your brain for a bit.
Not a chance in hell. He smells fishy all over. What's his deal?
Doesn't seem to be afraid of you.
Look, when the time comes for us Normans to attack, we attack. Whether it's against the church or anything else. If he thinks he can get away with treating us lightly, he's gonna pay his dues for it.
It's a no, I take it. Shame. I was mainly hoping to ask a few questions. But so be it. Please do come again. Did you change your mind?
What in the world are you doing here? When you caused enough people to suffer? If only this town could be free of all Normans. The red-haired one and the pirate princess. Our paths have finally crossed, I see. 'Twas a meeting preordained. There is not a single meaningless encounter to be found on these seas. Not for either of you, nor even for myself. And thus shall the tale be spun. This lady's creeping me out. Let's not get mixed up with her. Tale shall be spun, perhaps for the sake of no one at all. My role is only to observe.
You're... Please leave my wife and RN be. That's all I ask.
My pain. I didn't even say anything.
You alright there, young man? She has you under duress, doesn't she? If anything happens, go straight to the militia. No matter what, don't provoke her, understand?
Oh, this is so wonderful. I can get all the law without question.
Most of the others as well.
Well, if it isn't Einar, stopping by Karnak for the time being?
Yes, I had several business meetings with the merchants of town. I'll be heading back to the island soon to unload my inventory. I was able to stock up on quite a few interesting products. So do be sure to drop by the store, Princess.
Will do. Looking forward to hearing about your travels.
Rare to see you walking around town with company, Princess. Seemed rather busy yesterday, so I hope you'll find time to relax today. Whoa, Idol. Is that girl who I think she is?
I remember you from the Adamus. You must be Adol's friend. Actually pretty well built, now that I'm seeing you up close.
So, any reason you're wandering around together all buddy-buddy like this? It's a long story.
I mean, not buddy-buddy. Things just ended up this way.
What in the world happened between these two? I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but doesn't seem like she means any harm. Better fill me in on the details later, though, Idol.
Hey, Princess. Back already? Who's your +1?
Iskinarin, I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bring in someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what?
Not a chance.
Should have figured. She'd never go for a shrimp like you. Wait a sec. Wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas.
Kaja relayed everything that occurred on the beach to Gunnar.
I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already. I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adamas. I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force.
Nice to properly meet you.
I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were very impressive. No doubt you have many thoughts on this subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free.
You want to argue with the war chief?
Good. I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adel and mind what he says.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I expect he will be very accommodating. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adel.
From how Gunnar and the princess were acting, there must be something going on between you and them. I'm not sure what this deal is, but not every day Gunnar shows a guy like you that sort of respect. Especially when you're not even Norman. You're the one red-headed mystery, you know that? Man, is Gunnar the frickin' coolest or what? Brains, brawn, the whole package. Could be half the man he is. So level with me. What do you discuss with him? Something about you and the princess being enlightened?
Don't know what you're talking about, but you better wipe that smirk off your face before I do it for you.
Your job finding wraps up and already we're getting shipped off to the next one. Where's always gonna be such a hard ass anyhow?
You should try following the example for once, Toki.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get back to Balter Island and have a stiff drink.
And the rest of my day in Karnak, huh? I'll admit it's true I've never had a chance to before.
Turns out your crew some good eggs.
You referring to Gunnar? Hold on, why does it feel like you're talking down at me all of a sudden?
The pirate princess!
Forget it. The two of us are moving as one for now. Anything on your agenda?
I was to meet with the local militia.
Local militia? What do you plan on lending them a hand?
Mind tagging along?
Well, Gunnar made it pretty clear that I have to. My personal preference doesn't make much of a difference.
Not only does the pirate princess stick out like a sore thumb, sight of her frightens the town folks out of their wits. Taking Kaja straight to the militia's headquarters isn't the best idea.
What, you got a problem? Split it out.
You stand out too much.
Huh? What are you getting at?
They don't dress all that differently from any other Norman.
Besides, where would you ever find a new outfit for me to change into?
Fair enough, it's hard to think of someone who would be willing to have had a Norman. And all? Have we already stopped by at the militia? I'm just on my way back from a house school myself. Hey, aren't you that girl from the Adamas? It would seem the two of you are in a pinch. May I ask what the issue is? I told Dr. Fair about everything that had happened. It certainly didn't take long for you to get into the thick of things. That said, I do have someone in mind who might be of assistance. Would you mind introducing us? Not at all. In fact, you can come meet her this very minute if you like. Let us be off at once then, shall we? She's right over at the Astrad Clinic. Astrad Clinic, even.
Thank you so much for your help, Dr. Flair. It's been a long time since my husband was able to sleep this peacefully.
Oh, now, this is nothing more than a temporary measure. Important that his treatment be both careful and consistent.
Of course. I'll discuss it again next time I see Dr. Astra. You're the Baltic Sea Forces. Is there something you need from me? Huh? Not especially. Why is the pirate princess here? Let's hurry up and make tracks. This will get annoying fast.
Blech. Anyone else? No. To the clinic. Should be someone in the end, but whatever.
So, this is the Azrad Clinic. Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Adol and Dr. Flare gave Mirabelle a bare-bones rundown of the situation. And they requested her help with procuring Kaja some less conspicuous attire to wear around town.
Well, I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Is something the matter?
No, it's just... you don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
Try to conjure ease.
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison. But, odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize. Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over, even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say?
He's a force to be reckoned with.
Indeed. Mirabelle is quite impressive for someone her age. I heard she even has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun da da da! The time has come for the grand reveal! From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you, Karja!
You call this cute? Drafty, more like.
Looks good on there.
Huh. You really think so? Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adol.
Circling back to Moosehead, cups made of mana. The situation has grown more complex by the minute. And if there's one silver lining, how calm you are in spite of it all, Adol.
About that, what's up with this guy, Doc? Taking things well, way too well. As if he's enjoying it. And the seeds of trouble, adventure blooms. Just don't forget you're not the only one caught up in it.
This too is a product of circumstance, or perhaps even fate. Kadra, I'll leave that all in your care.
Great, this old coot's just as flighty as my cuff mate. Just as I thought. They look great on you. In fact, you look even better than I imagined. You got those clothes wound up here just so you could wear them, Princess. That's a bit much, though I admit. For hand-me-downs, they fit like they were tailor-made. That's what matters most of all. Chance brought you together, so make sure to take good care of them, okay? Yeah, I will. Thanks for giving them to me. Even after all of that, my father still isn't back yet. I really wish he'd curb his fishing habit a little. There's work to be done.
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. But it's not half bad. Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
Slightly concerned about that young woman who stopped by earlier. I wandered off in search of a carriage, you see. Perhaps I should have stopped her. She didn't appear particularly used to travel.
Alright, once things are wrapped up here, I'll clean the guest rooms and start on the laundry. Honestly though, just how did we let things get to this point? If only this town could be free of all Normans.
Well now, aren't you a charming lass? Is this your first time in Karnak, miss? Feels as if I've seen you somewhere before, though. Must be my imagination. Anyhow, our food is some of the best Gallian cuisine money can buy. You try some, won't you?
Why's the militia all gathered up like that? Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
Well now, here's a young face I haven't seen before. If you come in on today's passenger ship, and need anything, just let me know. Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. If she doesn't recognize me, almost funny. Been some time since I cooked up a nice hearty dinner. I think I'll do just that after heading home for the day. Maybe then that boy will... Well, I guess he's a bit too big to be called a boy anymore.
Seriously, Adol, you got another girl under your arms already? Wait a minute, is this who I think it is?
What, you got a problem with my outfit?
Oh, hey, not at all. Really makes a world of difference, though.
Are you gawking already?
Oh yeah, ain't it about time for you to meet with the militia? Speaking of which, there was a whole lot of buzz around their headquarters this morning. Wonder if something happened. Whoa, what the... Hey, you princess? Where'd you get all dolled up for? No way, you actually going out on a date with this guy?
Tegan, choose your next words very, very carefully.
My bad. Princess? Oh, this sure is a surprise. Those clothes look about as tough as tissue paper. I must admit, they look cool, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Knew someone with a lady. What, you? What in hell happened to you, princess?
Stop laughing, damn it.
Sorry. Guess you're right around that age now, eh? I wish the Jarl was here to see this, though. What am I spent? Been up since early this morning. Not that I'm done fixing up my fishing nets. It's time to head home and get some shut-eye. Every day's just more of the same.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second when...
Metal! You showed up just like you said you would. Wait, who's the girl?
My partner in arms, you could say.
Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment.
Did something happen?
Yeah, it's almost too weird to be true. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them up for good. But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched. The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off. But I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it, yeah. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders the blame falls on should the worst occur. Now get moving. There are travelers on that highway who need protecting, our citizens included.
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing!
Hmm?
Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget!
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit.
Take care,
Will do. Catch you later.
Alright, if you'll excuse me, I have an errand that needs doing. Tables could use fresh decorations, so I'm off to pick some flowers outside of town.
I should follow them.
Huh? I'll admit this incident has me curious, but don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way. So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling. You want to follow him? Then hurry it up.
Oliver is a capable man, but I have to question placing my faith in him. Even so, we can only borrow so much with the Sea Force's aid. In the event, we need to get a handle on the situation before someone gets injured. And who might you two be? Acquaintances of Gren's, I take it. Don't go doing anything rash now, understand? We've more than enough problems already. Anyone else? Of course. Got some extra work for you, newbie. Take care of the cargo down the way once you finish up here, yeah? You bet. Consider it done.
Oh, looks pretty busy there. Let's just leave him be for now. Better off handling the situation on the highway ourselves.
Okay, seems pretty busy. Inside mode just in case. Problem is brewing, it seems. Fear it may have some relation to what you spoke of yesterday, Adol. Whatever the case, be extra careful out there.
The militia was headed towards Hagen Highway, looking all grim-faced and ready for action. Sinking feeling somehow. We should make sure the clinic's prepared just in case.
Brushing the stone steady. All menace, petals over Adol.
This is a healing stone. Mana wielders can use them to recover their strength. Would you return her for a pinch?
Let's catch our breath.
How's that?
God, that is stupidly powerful.
Something's there.
I don't believe it. Every time we knock one down, it just gets back up again.
Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you. But I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Damn it all!
Adol?
No! You need to fall back! Now! These things can't be...
No way!
What in the world is going on here? Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous.
You can't expect us to actually believe this.
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adol Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Oh, crap. No dice, huh?
Not a speck of shame in this one.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adol and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. You already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
Well...
Besides, Commander, Adol here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that right?
We'll take care of this.
It's Adol and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you. Let me know if you run out, and I'll top you off. Try not to get too in over your heads. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Recovery item. Oh, Contra, right. Sorry, but we're gonna need your help with this. Us militia men can barely even fend for ourselves right now. As much as I hate to put it on you, there's no other way. Save the townsfolk, please. A number of those unkillable beasts are still wandering around. Heart your hearts, but can we leave them to you? We'll follow after you soon. I can't go and do that.
Found some already.
What's the big idea? Blocking the road. Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack, son! Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil incarnate from head to toe! Once the militia gets here, I'll have these mutts turned into fur coats and sold for a profit!
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain. Whoa!
Incredible. Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Shoot, good call. How would you two like a job escorting us to our destination? I'm Romes of Carpent Trading, by the way.
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay double the militia's rates if you get me to my business meeting on time.
You still have other people to save.
Oh, for crying out loud! Cruz, you're about their age, give or take. Talk some sense into them.
No can do, Dad.
Why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us? Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have. It was you who taught me that.
Ugh, way to go, me. I always did have a way with words. Oh.
Well, that settles that. You're free to go help the others. We'll make the sensible choice and return to Karnak.
Good head on your shoulders. You're cool under pressure.
It's nothing special. I'm only doing what any reasonable person would.
Cruz is right, of course, but my precious goods are negotiations. Oh, those heinous beasts. I'll recoup these losses one way or another. Just see if I don't. Nature's there. I wonder if Grin came along too. Well, we'll turn back and head for Karnak immediately. They'll be crushed, I'm sure. But it's kind of hard to do business when you're dead.
How's that? How's that? There!
This could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Well, the only option is to use one of us as bait. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys?
Let us take care of this.
There! Gotcha!
We're saved?
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable.
Was it that weird power of yours that did them in?
It's cold mana.
That's what I thought. Except you don't look anything like a Norman. Can't say the same for her, though.
Now's not the time to start picking nits. So, what are you doing out here anyway?
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rosa or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days, before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sasha's alright, though.
Leave the boy be?
Of course. I'll make sure he gets home safe. We should be fine going back the way you came. Just remember to watch yourselves out there, okay?
Unless they're standing still, hasn't it? Be nice if I could see the edge. Oh no, but no.
How's that? How's that?
Let me go that way. Yeah, okay, fine.
Another one. Down that way!
You impertinent brutes! Don't you come any closer! Do you even realize who you're dealing with? This can't be the end. Is there no one, anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more!
My pleas are answered.
There! Gotcha!
How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you spotted me.
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray tell?
Take a moment to cool off, ma'am.
You're right. Being ambushed by those creatures has me all of a dither. Oh, goodness. I truly am a pampered, spoiled thing, aren't I?
What in hell is she mumbling about?
My name is Millette. I am a traveler passing through. Ahem. Forgive my lapse in manners. As it happens, I have a request to make of ones so capable as yourselves. You see, I am rather eager to continue down this highway to the next town over. But those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I request that you dispatch them and ensure my safe passage?
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all. There were no signs of anyone save for myself.
Am I returning to town then?
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem there's no insisting otherwise. Very well. I shall do as you suggest.
That scream just now. I think it came from over there.
The lighthouse.
Pharaoh's lighthouse, to be exact. Any vessel traversing these waters depends on it. I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Okay. And fast travel.
Get away from there at once! Blast! There's no time to lose. Those girls are in danger! Who are you two?
Stay back! This won't take us long.
My guys are down.
There! Gotcha! How's that?
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place? Oh, never mind that. I could really use your help right now.
Something happened?
I should say so. The lighthouse has been overrun by beasts. Not only is my daughter still inside, but Rosalind too. She had merely come by to pick some flowers.
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them! I beg of you!
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or survive is up to them. Living is a choice, one those two have to make on their own.
We should get a move on.
I hear you. Let's go.
I'll keep any more of those beasts from approaching. You two go save my daughter Rosalind. This must be the living quarters. Doesn't seem like anyone's upstairs. And why did they fled through that door? No time to loot. Right. Something on your mind? Well, kinda. Yeah, an idea just came to me, and I want to give it a whirl. Won't take long, so let me hear a sec. Switching. Okay.
Switch!
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 Something's there. Stronger the better. A treasure chest.
The antique obtained earlier, the Norn spindle begins to glow. And now use the mana string. Okay.
Woohoo! Now this I like. Let's keep up the pace. Its defenses look pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Tough little bugger, wasn't it?
Stronger than that. Gotcha! How's that? Here goes! How's that? Gotcha! How's that? How's that? There! There! How's that? Smash it! How's that? Gotcha! There! How's that? How's that? How's that?
There they are. Can we even make it in time?
Okay.
It should be a good spot to.
Everything's going to be fine, Sash. Someone will be here to rescue us any moment now. Take this! Don't come any closer, you bully! Leave Rosalind alone and pick on someone your own size! Sash!
get yourself to safety.
Right. Who are you?
Name's Karja. You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us finish the job.
Okay.
Vision of a new skill. Will do combined power levels up from the challenge.
Do that? I think we can work with this. Let's give it a shot.
Here goes!
Ow!
Messed up.
Hey!
Okay.
Did they get you? Hope I'm not too late.
Thanks! Switch!
Fucking hell. Why the hell did you hit me?
How's this? How's this?
Fucking hell.
How's this? Sorry.
Fucking hell! Oh my god.
I'm not too late. You're kidding.
Can't lose here.
Oh my god.
Hang in there, Karja.
Thanks.
Sorry.
How the fuck am I meant to get out of range of that? You was fucking running fast enough.
I was almost
Jesus
cornered.
Christ.
Switch! Messed up.
Doesn't fucking help that it homes in as well. It's fucking stupid.
I was almost cornered.
How the fuck is that meant to be avoided?
Hang in there, Karja.
Sorry to put you out.
Shatter to this!
Oh my god.
How's this? Sorry.
Hey, still got some fight in you, right?
Thanks. Switch. There, gotcha. Sorry.
They tough it out.
Still got some fight in you, right?
I was almost cornered. Switch. Got this.
Oh, that was vicious.
Wow. What in the world? That beast was anything but normal.
Hey!
Daddy!
Sash! Thank the stars! You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, Daddy! I was so scared! Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adel. You two were awesome with a capital A. Right, Commander? I told you he knows his stuff.
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his years. He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you enough.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few minor injuries. Adel, Karja, you've got our gratitude.
Kren!
Rosa, I didn't even realize you left town. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you, too. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends since we were little. So I owe you for saving her, too. Thanks a million.
Adel, just what were those creatures?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on ourselves. But let's hold off on it until we get back to Karnak. Might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on the situation and hash things out ASAP.
Ouch. That does it. Like a minor sprain. Looks like a minor sprain. I want to keep it in place and avoid rigorous activity for about 3 days or so.
Understand. Thank you, Dr. Assad. Azrad, even.
Man, we sure are lucky to have Dr. Flair here to lighten the load. I know it's your hobby, Doc, but would it kill you to tell Mira where you're headed next time you go fishing? I'll consider it.
And what about the adults? What are they doing?
Undead beasts. Just how gullible do you think I am? Say what you will, but multiple people on the highway witnessed the very same thing. That's not enough to convince you, just ask our heroes of the hour here. As a matter of fact, we've been getting a slew of peculiar beast reports these past several days. Group this incident up with them, and a lot of the pieces start fitting together. The highway is safe again for the moment, courtesy of Adel and Karja here. But even if this case is under control, that doesn't mean we're in the clear. Plan to rise at the crack of dawn tomorrow and look into where these creatures are coming from. Very well, you do that. Adel and Karja, was it? As Mayor of Karnak, allow me to express my gratitude. You've done us a great service. Still, is there no one else aside from them who can deal with those fiends? These two are travelers, practically children at that. I'll tell you this much, my men and I don't stand a chance. The Balta Sea Force's Jarl might be a different story. That is, he has some kind of mystical power on hand. Grimson, eh? He'd place us even further in his debt, but we'd better meet the man and inform him of this. Forgive the intrusion, Dr. Azrat. I'll be seeing myself out then. There are quite a few wounded to tend to, so I would appreciate it if you could remain in the clinic for the time being. Alright, sure thing. Some mare. Remind me to ask him how those boulder boots taste.
Now, Gren, don't start your bad-mouthing him again. Sure, the mayor is struggling with more than we could ever hope to understand.
Picard's eye, maybe. In any case, it's getting late. This likely won't be the last time we ask for your help, Adel. Expect to hear from us again tomorrow. Roger that, sir.
Hold it. Tomorrow's no good.
What? Do you already have other plans? You're the ones asking the favor here, so it goes without saying that we'll work around your schedule. But if an emergency does come up, there isn't really anyone else we can turn to. Ren, you take Rosalind and escort her home. I'm ready to let Rennie and Corin know what happened, but you know how they like to worry. Got it, Commander. That will just be taking a leave. You excuse us, Mirabelle?
By all means, have a restful evening.
Stay con in soon enough. Guess we'd better be on our way too.
Right. Hello, Kaja. Thank you for everything today. Hope you'll let me return the favor sometime.
Right, oh, yeah, wow, pretty much dead on 1 o'clock.
That will be all for today then.
We shall continue this tomorrow, where hopefully I won't be fucking forced to spend an hour keeping an eye out for a frickin' delivery. It never arrived. But anyway, for today, bye.